Hello. Welcome to the podcast today, Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. I hope you had a great day today. I had an amazing day today, and I just figured, make this video because I was having a lot of questions and comments. People were trying to reach out to me, and in the last video I talked about Alex Jones and his attorney, and the stuff that his attorney actually did wrong, and why you shouldn't pick that kind of attorney to represent you in your case. You don't want that kind of attorney to be the person that will vindicate your cause of action. So that's why I actually wanted to make this video, because I just wanted to go just a little deeper into the whole situation, because it just comes to one thing and one thing only. If you have an attorney that is not willing to correct their past mistakes, the previous mistakes that they made, in handling your case, you're better off considering replacing that attorney. And this is why I say that, because people can make mistakes. An attorney can make a mistake, previous mistakes. They did something wrong and stuff. Just it's called remedial measures. Remedial measures. You want to have an attorney that want to take some remedial measures to fix what they did wrong in the past, because even when it comes to the discovery process, like pre-trial discovery process, attorneys also have a duty to supplement information that they provided. So if you have an attorney that does not want to fix their previous mistake, you might consider replacing that person. And that's what I just wanted to put out in this video today, because it's crazy, So look at it this way. Remedial measures are, these are steps that you're supposed to take when, hey, I fucked up. I fucked up, right? And I'm thinking, hey, this is not good for my client. This is not in my client's best interest. So I'm going to take steps to fix that. Corrective measures. So if you have an attorney that's too arrogant, or maybe too, I don't even know, maybe it's hubris or whatever, and they don't want to do that, you might consider replacing that attorney. So in the case with Alex Jones, the situation was actually that he sent the whole data to the plaintiff's attorney, which is the attorney for the parents that we're actually suing Alex Jones. And then Texas, they have this law. It's like a 10-day window within which the attorney that sent wrong information can actually say, hey, I can kind of like get this thing back. They have many ways to do it. They can just say, hey, can I get the thing back? Whatever, remedial measures. They're supposed to take those steps. Plaintiff's attorneys informed Alex Jones's attorneys, or whatever attorney that he had, and somehow that period passed and the guy did not respond to fix the situation, to correct the situation within the 10 days. So by the time the plaintiff's attorneys, the attorney of the Sandy Hook parents were in court, it was already 12 days. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I've been sneezing today. I don't know what it's all about. Hey, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Wow. 12 days. Oh man. Wow. Excuse me. I don't even know what's happening. But yeah, so 12 days, but there was a 10-day window within which Alex Jones's attorneys should have acted, but they did not. So by the time they got to the court, whatever the plaintiff's attorney was putting out in court was fair game. He already had all this information, and he was saying, hey, I have all these people. J6 commission was even requesting the information. It was all fair game at that point, because the Alex Jones's attorneys, they did not understand the rules, and they did not abide by the rules. When you have attorneys that don't understand how to abide by certain rules, maybe it could be rules, civil procedure, whatever, consider changing them. And that's what I'm trying to say. I told you before, this is going to ruffle some feathers. Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. I'm an attorney out here in California. I'm a law professor. I keep it real. And I'm just telling you, okay? So that's what he did. He should have corrected that within that period, but he did not, so. And that is a big part of the reason why opposing counsel, the plaintiff's attorney pretty much won the case. If you have an attorney that doesn't want to correct their previous mistakes, please consider replacing that person. There are prosecutors today, even though they made some mistakes, and they actually engaged in what I would call, of course, prosecutorial misconduct. They know that they actually messed a whole lot of stuff up. They have prosecutorial discretion, and they actually pretty much abused it, and they actually charged the wrong person without sufficient PC, but they would rather have innocent people rot in jail today instead of just revisiting their past mistakes. Yeah, so attorneys do that typically, but this is a different situation. That's criminal. So if you have an attorney that want to do this kind of stuff in family law or civil law, consider firing that attorney and getting you an attorney that is open and open-minded enough to see where you're coming from. The attorneys that do that kind of stuff, they tend to typically have what psychologists call fixed mindset. That will be a different video, but it's like there's fixed mindset and there's growth mindset. Two different things. The attorneys that you want are the ones that actually have growth mindset. They are more flexible. They are open to new information. They can actually incorporate the ideas they're suggesting to them. They can change with the, they can change with the flow. The ones that have fixed mindset are the ones that are just gonna say, hey, I'm not gonna be open to anything else. I'm just not gonna listen. Fixed mindset, growth mindset. You need this one. Attorneys that have a growth mindset. And I'll go deeper on that later on, okay? So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Alex Jones's attorney was not a person that understood how to engage in remedial measures. And when you have that kind of attorney, reconsider if that person is good for you. And another thing that I also wanted to talk about is when these people do this, it's not because they are bad people. I said before, they could also just be people that it could just be out of unconscious incompetence. It's not that these attorneys are just bad people. It's not like they have some kind of malicious whatever. Unconscious incompetence. And this is one of the things that are discussed in the levels of competence. There's been a lot of studies on this, and a lot of attorneys actually don't understand this, but it's there. And psychologists will also tell you four levels of competence. 4. The first one, unconscious incompetence. It's basically You don't know what you don't know. Yes. A lot of attorneys don't know what they don't know. The second one is conscious incompetence. That's the level where you at least recognize what you don't know and you're thinking, hey, I might actually do something to get myself better. So that's a good thing. The third one is conscious competence. Because you have put in the work, you now seem to know what you know. And you're confident in your skill set and your skill levels. You've been able to put in the amount of hours that's required for you to be proficient. You've put that in. So now you know what you know. Competent, conscious competence. So that's a different level. And then you get to the last stage, unconscious competence. Now, that's the last stage. I think it was Robert Greene that talked about it. I think he said something about 10,000 hours. With the students, with my students at the law school, I actually try to talk to them about this. And even with the people that I work with, unconscious competence, that's where you have to be. That's the highest level, where your skill level is just like, you can wake up and do your job proficiently. Like you can wake up and just like pretty much kick ass. So that's what I'm trying to say. I talk to students. I say, hey, if you want to go write the bar exam, you want to wake up and just like you want to just wake up and just do this stuff unconsciously, unconscious competence. And that's the level that you want to be. Friends, if you get an attorney that's at that level, you're golden. And so that's what I'm trying to say. At TNLG, that's the kind of stuff that we want to do. We want to promote those kind of attorneys that are at that level of mastery in their craft. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a very little percentage of the population. Mastery. That's what we're talking about. Robert Greene, 10,000 hours, but you have to get there. And it actually helps a lot, So that's what I'm trying to talk about today in this video. Obviously, the attorney that he had, Alex Jones had, was nowhere at that level, And it doesn't matter whether he went to whatever. It doesn't matter where the law school that he went to. I'm just trying to say that just as a matter of like I said, praxeology, that's what the whole thing. He's not at that place. You need that kind of attorney, and that's the need for this video today. All right, Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, like, share, comment. All right. And you guys are amazing. I appreciate your time, and I will see you soon.